Well, hey, Earth signs, how's it going today? This is your Valentine's Day forecast. Let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around the characters as per usual. What I'm noticing is that when people are like, oh, it's backwards, the reading is exactly backwards for me, sometimes that can indicate twin flame energy. So just saying, like, take from the reading what you want, but if that is consistently coming up for you, that can be a sign of twin flame mirroring. So I just wanted to get that point out there a little bit here. Come to the edge. I kind of like this card a little bit. Yin energy. Buy the book. I know. Now you're more comfortable. So I was comfortable. I feel like this is like two dueling philosophies. The person you're dealing with and you. Okay. And the buy the book card, by the way, is an 11. The come to the edge card is 36, which reduces to a 9. Those are two twin flame cards here. So the 9 means the final life. Right? You're in the final life. A lot of original twin flames are graduate souls that come back. They volunteer. They come back just for this purpose of doing what we're doing right now on this planet, which is raising the vibration of the planet when we need it right now. So the original twin flames, that is the master part of their mission. Each set of twin flames has its own mission, but that is the overarching mission of the original twin flames. A lot of people can access the twin flame template now because the twin flames of the original twin flames have made it available. So that's why so many people, that's why you're seeing it so much more now. Okay. I do a class called North Node for twin flames. North Node is the part of your chart, your astrology chart, that shows you mission, what you're here to do, the work you're here to do on this planet. And I'm doing a class that talks about the combined mission. So if you're interested in that, the link is below for you. Okay. The connection here is a 2 card, right? Relationship. And it's a very feminine energy. That's a high priestess kind of an energy, a spiritual connection coming together. I'm going to use, what am I going to use right now? Let's use this. The Mystic Monday Tarot here. And this is a very, I feel like one of you is somebody who is doing something big, has mission, or is kind of a spiritual leader or something like that. One of you is. The other one is somebody who creates an anchoring, allows that person to do what they're here to do. And you can be that for each other, but primarily there's a function of spiritual leader and a function of anchoring that spiritual leader. Okay. I'm going to take these two. These 2 cards wanted to come out on the bottom here. So 7 of Wands and Page of Swords. The idea of it's very private. We don't want anybody watching us. Okay, so let's not talk about it on Facebook. We're not going to put our lives on Facebook. We're not going to be talking about this mission we're here to do in terms of our personal relationship. You're talking about the mission, but you may not be talking about the connection between the two of you. All right? That's something that you may not want to bring out in public. 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups. Been a long struggle to get here. 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands. Within the next 4 weeks here, Moon. By the next full moon. We just went through the Libra full moon. You both are coming out of some big struggle and finally coming together. This is, I will be posting a twin flame reading tomorrow morning on this very thing. I feel like it might be good for you to watch. 5 of Pentacles, I don't know, for somebody watching. King of Wands, could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag, a Pisces. Knight of Swords. Okay, so the in the past, one of you has had too much on your plate. Okay, too much going on. All right, you got a lot of people relying on you, or there's just too much going on. It kind of broke your back a little bit here. Okay, the other person that is in this, I feel like that might be you. I feel like this is the other person. They are done with I feel like they've been really, really hurt. What's going on over there? They've been really hurt in terms of, it's almost like they're on a new path now. Okay, they're on a new path, a very spiritual path. That's the come to the edge person. You hear that? That's what I was just saying. Something was going on over there. Maybe it's a cat. Four of Wands and the moon energy. This person is done with how things have been. They're not doing a relationship the same anymore. All right. I feel like you guys, there's lots of love here. I feel like you want this person in your life. The 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. You guys are both finishing up a cycle. Okay. 10 in numerology, there is no 10. 10 is 1 plus 0, which is 1, going back to the beginning. So when you get to 10, right, 9 is completion. When you get to 10, it's 1 past completion. It needs to go back to the beginning. So you guys have run the gamut, have gone as far as you can go. And now it's time to come back into connection here. 4 of Wands, the relationship coming together within the next 4 weeks. It could feel very fast. Okay. I feel like one of you is going to be helping the other one. King of Wands is going to be helping the one who, I feel like this might be you, who's had sort of a back-breaking time, has had too much on your plate, too many responsibilities. Okay. Too much responsibility, too much worry, fear. It needs to be more stable. You need a more stable existence. You're not interested in having this kind of, dancing on the edge kind of experience. The other person is more comfortable doing that, but they need the groundedness of you. I feel like the other person could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. So we're going to look at that. Aries, Leo, Sag, and Pisces here. All right. But this King of Wands is definitely looking at the 5 of Pentacles. The King of Wands definitely wants to help. There could be some of you, I'm just going to say this is a very practical thing for me to say. But this is a earth sign thing for me to say. You might get married. You guys might get married to create stability for each other. All right. I feel like there's love here. Just saying, there's deep love here. But there's also very mature and caring love. There's also this I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want, you guys have both been through it. 3 of Cups, 4 of Swords, Knight of Wands, Hierophant, Taurus energy. Let's make this stable. All right. It could move fast. It could move forward fast. Like you guys get married quickly. There could be health insurance benefits to what I'm saying? It's kind of practical. But it's also that each one of you who have been trying to pull the cart by yourself, that has not worked out very well for either one of you in terms of happiness or in terms of financial or in terms of just the feeling of being together, wanting that feeling of togetherness. Ace of Wands, 5 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. This new beginning is going to bury all of these things. And I don't want you to bury them without looking at them, though. I feel like you might gloss over that. That this other person had some difficulty. You had some difficulty. You both been hurt. You're both going through this. And this new beginning just feels like you put a lot of time and effort into it. And it's like, it feels very comfortable and good. So there might be this very peaceful kind of no talky, right? We agree. We're agreeing like, oh God, I don't want to go through, I don't want to keep dragging up all this pain. I don't want to keep, reliving these things. I just want to be happy. I just want to move forward into something that's stable. And I feel like there's a conversation that happens around that. And I feel like it could happen fairly quickly. You guys could run away to Vegas. All right, let's see where we go. But I'm going to look at, I see Taurus here now. So, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, and Taurus. I will look at those. If you're dealing with that sign, that I will do a little bit of a few cards for each of those if you're dealing with them. Also, I will do specific advice for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay? Link is below for you if you'd like to continue. Otherwise, happy Valentine's Day. I'll see you later.